Top of the morning, traders. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. Let me know what you got up to. Guys, it's Monday. What is it? Monday, the 14th of November. Christmas is nigh. And also, as always, guys, we're going to look back at Friday's trades. If you traded any US dollar pair, you pretty much would have made profit. So we're going to look back at Friday's trades. We're going to look at today's potential trades. And we're also going to look at the important news for today as well, guys. Let's get started. Before I do, 3 things I have to mention every morning. Otherwise, I will be tortured. The first one is this: Discord. Guys, join our Discord channel. There are loads of traders on there sharing great ideas. So if you want to be part of that, just click on the link in the video description. Also, guys, on Wednesday, we've got our live stream, 6:30 a.m. London GMT. Come join us for that. Get your thinking caps on. Ask as many questions as you like about anything to do with trading. And finally, our mentorship program, guys. If you would like to be mentored one-on-one with myself, then email us. All the information you need, guys, is in the video description. So check it out. Check it out, man. So let's look back at Friday's trades, guys. Like I say, if you traded any US dollar pair, you would be owning a Rolls Royce by now. So we had 4 trade ideas, guys. The first one was this. This was euro against the US dollar. And we were trading this, guys, because it was clearly in an uptrend. So price was using this triangle as an area of resistance, but then eventually it broke out. We had higher highs. Yeah, we was clearly in an uptrend. Didn't create lower lows. And then we got this super bullish reaction. A lot of this was to do with news and the CPI data last week. But because of this structure and this very bullish candle, guys, we were just looking to take price up to this blue line. And as you can see, guys, that happened, without much effort. In fact, it carried on some. You could have left some on the trade. So let's drop down to the H1, guys, see where we could have got in. So I didn't get in on this one, guys, because I actually got in on the Aussie dollar, US dollar. But where could we have gotten in? So really, guys, like I always tell you, I just like to follow H1 structure. So when I see a candle like this, that's with H1 structure, and it's just a continuation candle of the H1 structure, of the H1 trend. So you could have entered here, put your stop probably below this swing low or even this entry candle, and then take price up to this blue line. Okay, so you could have done that, guys. Like I say, I didn't, because Aussie dollar, US dollar gave me a better opportunity. But you would have made money. The direction was good. The next trade we're looking at is this. This is the US dollar against the Canadian dollar. And we were shorting this for the following reasons. So price came up into this area here. It did actually make a lower low, but then it just ranged, between these 2 gray zones. It wasn't until we saw this candle here that we'd had a break of these lows and therefore a structure change to the downtrend. And then also, guys, on Thursday, we had this very bearish candle, and the idea was just to come from our gray zones back down to this blue line. Again, guys, direction was good. This one didn't quite hit our target as yet. But that was the idea. Let's look on the H1 now to see how we could have entered this. And again, guys, I didn't enter this one. I entered Aussie dollar, US dollar. But again, just follow H1 structure, guys. I know I had these gray zones mapped out, but these didn't come into play. And if you remember from last week, I said because of the bearishness of this candle, you can just get in on the first bearish candlestick pattern, or just something that tells you sellers are in control. And to be honest with you guys, this candlestick here would be the one for me. Because we're following H1 structure. It's coming down nicely. And then this candle here actually breaks these lows here. Okay, so it's a continuation candle. It's broken the lows. It's bearish. I would have to put my stop above this swing high, but then we still, if we entered here, but we still have plenty of room down to this blue line. That's how I would have traded that one. But like I say, I traded Aussie dollar, US dollar. All right, guys, but again, good direction, would have made money. If you traded any US dollar pair, pretty much, guys. The third trade idea was this, and this is the one that I actually traded with my itchy nose. So yeah, why was we looking to buy this? Well, it's quite obvious, really. So price was in a downtrend, guys. Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Still didn't break these highs. Yeah, this held. They come back down, but then it wasn't making new lower lows. Instead, it made a higher low. Okay, so this is obviously telling us structure could be changing. And then sure enough, when we eventually get this very bullish candle that leaves this grey zone, breaking all of these highs, we are then in an uptrend. Structure change with a very bullish candle, what is not to like? And we were just looking to take price back up to this blue line. Okay, and again, it all happened pretty quickly. So guys, this is the one I actually got in on. And normally I would wait for the London and European Open, but as I was doing my analysis, I just couldn't help but get in on this trade with this candle. So it was this candle here that I entered on. Okay, so yeah, this is when I was doing my analysis, guys. Again, we're just with H1 structure. With H1 structure, and we've got a bullish candle form. Yeah, it's a bullish bullish candle tells us buyers are in control. So I entered on the close of this candle. I actually put my stop below this swing low over here. So my stop was around here. And then I just took 100% of my trade up to this blue line. I closed 100% because this is my higher time frame target. It was a Friday. And that's what gives us the risk to reward of 1:1. So it just so happens our higher time frame target also gave us the risk to reward of 1:1. So yeah, closed 100% here, guys. Very happy trader, lovely trade. Yeah, but you could have traded, like I say, any of the US dollar pairs. The fourth trade idea from Friday was this. This was the New Zealand dollar against the Japanese yen. Okay. And we were looking to short this pair, guys, as well. So as you can see, it was clearly in an uptrend. Yeah. But eventually, guys, price came breaking down. Yeah. Once we break these lows here, yeah, structure has changed. Okay. If I zoom in so you can see that a little bit more clearly. Yeah. Once this candle here breaks these lows, yeah, we're looking for shorts. And the idea was just to come up into our grey zone, back down to this blue higher time frame target. And that's exactly what happened, guys. It was another good trade, or good direction at least, yeah? And good target. Yeah, you can see it reacted there. I mean, you could have took it down to 84. Okay, but yeah, we were looking to short that for those reasons, guys. Let's look on the H1. I know there was a few guys in the Discord channel that traded this one, so they were happy traders because it gave us a good risk to reward. So let me show you how I traded this and what I was looking at, guys. So yes, price come up into our grey zone and we got this bearish candle. Okay, some of you on the Discord channel, you just entered on this. I assume put your stop above here somewhere and just took price down. Okay, that would have been a good trade, guys. Yeah, no problem. The problem I have with taking this first candle was this H4 candle. Yeah, that's the only problem with it. I was seeing quite bullish pressure. Yeah, buying pressure. I mean, this candle is smaller than this candle, so that does show contraction. Yeah, if the candlesticks get smaller as they go along, it means buyers are slowing. Okay, so we did see some contraction, but it was quite bullish H4 candle. So if we go back to the H1, once I saw this candle, I said to myself, I need another piece of confluence before I take this trade. And what that confluence was M15 structure break. Yeah, so it just gives me another piece of confidence. Confluence equals confidence. Yeah, it just gives me that's on the t-shirts. That's another saying for the t-shirts that I'm going to get made. Yeah, confluence equals confidence. So I needed another layer of confluence. So I saw this H1. I had that H4 candle in the back of my mind. So I said, Tom, wait for M15 structure break. Okay, and then we pretty much get it on that candle anyway. So as you can see, guys, yeah, price comes up into our gray zone. Yeah, okay, it comes up to here. We get that bearish candle, and this candle here closes below these lows here. So it's actually this candle here that gave me the impetus to start shorting this pair. All right, so yeah, I believe I got a slight retrace up to here, put my stop up to here. I closed 80% at this last low. Yeah, I closed 80% here, and then I left 20%. I know it's not a big difference, but I just let 20% to run down to here. Okay, and then close the remainder of the trade. Maybe I'd have let that 20% run longer if it wasn't Friday, but it was. As it happens, we could have got another 50 pips out of this market, but doesn't matter. It was a good trade. We made money. I followed my strategy. That's all we can do as traders. So, guys, a really profitable day. I hope you followed some of these trade ideas. Let's look at today's trades now. Guys, a wonderfully profitable day on Friday. Yeah, I hope you followed a few of the trade ideas. It was a great day's trading. And if you enjoyed that recap, guys, maybe you learned something from the recap, then come join us. Yeah, subscribe to the channel, smash that notification button, guys, and also smash the like button. It really helps the channel, and we really appreciate your help. Thank you. Right, so trades for Monday, the 14th of November. Actually, before I do, three things. Discord channel. Join it. Join it now. There's a link in the video description. You won't be disappointed. You will enjoy all the trade ideas, all the knowledge being shared in the Discord channel. Do it. Live stream this Wednesday. I enjoy those live streams. I enjoy interacting with you guys. So yeah, get all your questions ready. I look forward to having you on the live stream Wednesday. And finally, the mentorship program, guys. If you would like to be mentored one-on-one with myself, drop us an email. All the information you need is in the video description. My editor will be happy. I won't be beaten. Right, guys, so trade ideas for today. So before I get started, guys, I just wanted to look at some of the US dollar pairs, because obviously I know a lot of you trade these pairs in the Discord channel, and let's just take a look at a few of these. They're not trade ideas for today. I know we're seeing, I mean, this is Euro US dollar, for example. I know we're seeing, you know, real dollar weakness. Yeah, that's quite clear. But if I plot in this gray zone here, you can see this is hitting a key level here. Yeah, price could quite easily react here. So this is one of the reasons I'm not trading US dollar pairs today. All of them are at a level of support or resistance, depending on what pair you're looking at. But yeah, I cannot buy into that, guys. Doesn't matter how bullish this candle is, I cannot buy into resistance. Remember, no persistence into resistance. That's another t-shirt. That's going to be on one, and that's going to be a pink color to match my pen. So yeah, so Euro US dollar is one example of that. Pound US dollar, again, yeah, we've got these levels over here. I know this is a very bullish uptrend, but I cannot buy into this gray zone. Yeah, same reason. Yeah, don't persist, no persistence into resistance. So I cannot trade that. Yeah, it doesn't compute in my brain. I cannot buy into resistance. Let's look at another one, guys. We've got Aussie dollar, US dollar. And again, if I plotted this gray zone here, yeah, you will see again, it's at a key level. This will be a weekly level, guys. So yeah, I cannot buy into this area. Okay, another one. Let's look at another one. US dollar, Canadian dollar. I think we do have a little bit of room with this one, but it's not enough. So when I'm looking at a trade, guys, as I've said many times before, I'm looking at price action. I'm looking at candlesticks. I'm looking at support and resistance levels, trend structure. Yeah, and room to move into. And this just doesn't have room to move into. Yeah, there's not enough room back down to this blue line, which was our target from Friday. Doesn't have enough room to move into. So this has a little bit more room, but this is the reason I'm not trading any US dollar pairs today, guys. They're either at key levels or there's just not enough room to move into. And this was just a few examples, but if you look at all of them, they're at key levels. Okay. But we do have some trade ideas today. And the first one is this. This is Aussie dollar against the Swiss franc. Okay. So, yeah, we were shorting this from the other day as well. But let's start with the weekly chart here, guys, actually, because this gives us a nice picture. So as you can see, guys, we're clearly in a downtrend on the weekly chart. And then we've just had this very bearish candle. So, you know, we can take price back down to these weekly lows. Okay. So on the weekly chart, looks good. On the daily chart, it looks good. Okay. So price was in a downtrend. And then we wasn't sure if it was, you know, trying to make some kind of uptrend here. But it was this level here that just held. Yeah, price kept, you know, it come down, hit against it. But then eventually when these are the drawings of a madman. But when this low here was broken, yeah, I cannot highlight that enough, with this bearish, very bearish candle, you know, structure had changed and we were in a downtrend. But it was followed by this. Welcome to the volatility at the moment. But then it was then followed by this. Okay, so buyers are back in control of this market and that weekly candle looked good. And we just want to take price back down to these lows. Okay, if I get my drawings of the mad person away, you can see, yeah, sellers have taken back control. What I don't like is this bottom of this wick isn't broken. You remember me and wicks? I'm a little bit sad when it comes to wicks. But it hasn't broken this wick, but however, it's such a bearish engulfing candlestick pattern that we can come lower. All right, guys, so Aussie dollar Swiss franc short. Let's drop down to the H1 chart and see what I'm looking at in order to enter this trade. So first of all, guys, price could come back up into this grey zone. I haven't moved this grey zone from a few days ago. It's still intact. Yeah, and then we get a reaction here. We can then enter the trade, take price back down to this last H1 lows or this grey zone, close. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Haven't been drinking, not yet. Yeah, close 80% and then leave 20% to run. Okay, so Aussie dollar Swiss franc, that's the first idea. Or you'll see my second grey zone, guys. I'll have to zoom out quite a bit for this. Or not, it's not really working. But yeah, just this pattern, guys, where price breaks this grey zone, retests it. Yeah, we get a bearish reaction and then we can take price lower. Okay, so a couple of ways we can trade this, guys. So that's the first trade idea. The second trade idea is this. This is pound against the Swiss franc. So obviously we're seeing a bit of Swiss franc strength, guys. So again, yeah, price was in an uptrend, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. Tried to make this low, try to hold and take price up, but it didn't. Instead, it broke down. Yeah, once this low here is broken, yeah, we are now in a downward structure. Okay, so structurally, we're in a downtrend. And then if I zoom in, guys, similar story to the Aussie dollar Swiss franc. We had sellers in control. We had this bullish candle, but it had a nice wick on it. Okay, and then we had another bearish candle. And I like this one because this low has broken the lows of these candles here. So again, I'm a little bit sad like that, but I like it when daily candles break the previous lows or highs. All right, so yeah, this bearish candle in a downtrend, we're just going to take price back down to this psychological level. All right, guys, so yeah, pound Swiss franc short. Let's look on the H1 now to see how we're going to enter this. So yeah, a couple of things, guys. So it's obviously broken this last H1 low over here. So price, because of the bearishness of that daily candle, could just retrace into here. All right, we get a bearish reaction in here. We'll take price down. We probably won't be able to have the last H1 low as our target. Maybe, we don't know yet. But then when I get a risk to reward of 1:1, yeah, I'll close 80% and then let 20% run. Okay. Or guys, we could, retrace back up to this grey zone, guys. But again, a bearish reaction, enter the trade. I would take 80% off back up into this grey zone and then let 20% run. What I also think could happen, guys, is potentially a dynamic support in terms of this moving average 20. So price comes back up to this moving average 20. We get a bearish reaction and then we can enter there as well. All right, so there's a few options with pound Swiss franc, guys. Okay, and then the final trade idea is this. This is Aussie dollar against the New Zealand dollar. And guys, remember, if you're enjoying this analysis, then please come join us. Subscribe to the channel, smash that notification button, and also smash the like button. We would love to have you on the channel. We appreciate your support. So yeah, this one, guys, is clearly in a downtrend. Yeah, there was some weekly resistance here, but this has broken this. Okay, so on the day chart, we're clearly in a downtrend. Let's zoom in a little bit more. Yeah, so we've got lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and now this is potentially the new lower high, and it's bounced off of this area here. Yeah, how much do we love this pattern? You should all be shouting lots. Yeah, because what was once support, guys, here, when it breaks and retests, it becomes very good resistance in this zone here. Okay, and that's clearly what we can see to take price lower. Okay, so yeah, in this, we've had this bearish candle form as well. Let me put in my higher time frame target. I would take price back down to this psychological level of 0900. All right, guys, so that's the target. So we're looking to short Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. The problem with this one, guys, is the structure. So let's start on the H4. So clearly we are in a H1 structure, and it's almost coming down to an area of support. Yeah, we've got a moving average 20, we've got a psychological level, we've got this bit of resistance here and support here and here. Potentially this could come back up to here if we just looked at H4 structure. Okay, and then if we go down to the H1, guys, again, it's difficult to read. We haven't really had a H1 structure break. Nothing's that clear. So what I'm expecting to happen, guys, because of that H4 structure, I reckon price could come back up to these highs. Yeah, test these last highs here. Then we want to see a bearish reaction, guys, a bearish candlestick pattern, or just a candle that tells us sellers are in control. And then we're going to take price from that grey zone back down to the last H1 swing low, wherever that may be. Yeah, close 80%. And then leave 20% to run, guys. But Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, is difficult to find a really good entry. But yeah, that's one idea. You could perhaps get a retrace to the moving average 20 again. We see a bearish candlestick pattern form. We could take that lower. So yeah, a couple of ways we could trade Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. All right, guys. So yeah, they're the trade ideas for today. Let's take a look at the news now. Guys, if you're enjoying this daily morning analysis, I hope you are, then come join us. Subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button, and also smash that like button. We really appreciate your help. Thank you. Right, so news for Monday, the 14th of November. It is a pretty light, if not no important news day. So as you can see, guys, if we scroll down, there's no 3-star ratings that we're interested in until... And if you're still awake, until this, guys, 11:50, just before midnight. We've got the GDP coming out of Japan, guys. But to be honest with you, I won't be awake. But yeah, that's the only piece of news that we're interested in today, guys. All right. So yeah, light news day. You are free to trade. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please subscribe, like, and share. I hope you have a fantastic trading day, and I'll see you tomorrow, guys.